Wouldn't life be so much easier if we were wired to crave broccoli instead of junk food? Cravings seem to appear when you least expect them, usually when you're unequipped to resist. Hi viewers, and welcome back to another Bestie video. Unfortunately, it is a daily struggle to hold ourselves back from unhealthy foods. Your cravings are likely to be high in sugar, fats, and carbohydrates, like pizza, chocolate, cake, chips, and ice cream. This can derail your efforts at weight control and may lead to binge eating, causing further health problems. But with a few techniques, you can learn how to manage them effectively. In today's video, we'll tell you the best ways to do so. From playing games on the phone, finding healthy alternatives, drinking water, taking a power nap, to eating extra protein and more. Watch until the end to find out all of them. Number 1. Distract yourself. The next time you catch yourself drooling over the thought of just out of the oven chocolate chip cookies, try distracting yourself. In one study, researchers found spending 10 seconds visualizing something, anything besides cookies, actually helped to do away with the craving altogether. While the participants pictured everything from a lion in a zoo to a forest, you can choose anything you want. Just close your eyes and use your imagination the best way you can to successfully distract your brain and see those cravings disappear. When you get a craving, what would you imagine to distract yourself from it? Let us know quickly in the comments below. Number 2. Be more mindful. Once a craving strikes, it's hard not to act on it. But by being more mindful of your body and what it really needs, not what it wants, you'll be able to pass those urges before they get the best of you. Participants in one study, for instance, learned common mindfulness-based techniques that significantly lowered their cravings. By listening to your body, you'll learn to accept them when they come and know they'll naturally fade, but not give in to them. It sounds tricky and it does take practice, but it can be done. Number 3. Manage your stress levels. If you've been extra stressed lately, that could explain the sudden increase in cravings. Stress and junk food go hand in hand, and one way to get those sugary foods off your mind is by simply calming your nerves. Studies have shown that increased stress can make you want sweet food in particular, and lots of it too. Lowering your stress levels with methods like meditation and exercise can help you get your eating patterns back on track. Number 4. Find healthy alternatives. If you tend to crave sweet treats in the afternoon, having a light yogurt and some fruit on hand could prevent a mad rush to the vending machine for a chocolate bar. One of the best ways to replace your craving is with something similar that has fewer calories and more fiber. You fill up on the similar taste, but the food is digested slowly and reduces the craving over time. In a pinch, you could melt a little chocolate over high-fiber cereal and have it with milk. You get the chocolate taste, but with more fiber. If you're craving salty chips, have some with meals. A whole wheat sandwich and a salad, not chips alone, so they're more manageable. Number 5. Do a light workout. Before you start rocking 100 burpees, think about this. An intense workout might make you feel even hungrier, but a low-intensity activity, such as a brisk walk or a short bodyweight home workout, could have the opposite effect. One study found that it might actually make you eat only half the amount of chocolate that you would have eaten otherwise. Number 6. Drink water. If you feel hungry right after a heavy meal, it might not be your hunger that's causing the sudden craving for food. It could be thirst. Both hunger and thirst can produce very similar sensations in your mind. So, drinking enough water and making sure that your body is well hydrated is key to steer clear of unwanted cravings. Number 7. Play a game on your smartphone. Cravings typically last for 10 minutes, so try to distract yourself with something simple like playing a game on your phone. In a study, volunteers reported that playing the video game Tetris reduced their intensity of their cravings for alcohol, nicotine, caffeine, food, and activities such as sex and gaming. Playing a visually interesting game occupies the mental process that supports that imagery. It's hard to imagine something vividly and play a game at the same time. Number 8. Imagine yourself eating. If you do give in to the urge to eat, a bit of imagination before digging in can help satisfy your craving sooner, according to a review of studies. When people imagined eating 30 M&Ms before being allowed to eat as much of the real candy as they wanted, they tend to eat fewer than people who imagined just eating 3 M&Ms ahead of time. The theory is that by picturing yourself chowing down, you feel like you've already eaten and you'll feel like you've had enough sooner. Number 9. Take a power nap. Cravings sneak up on you when you're tired. Focus on the fatigue. Shut the door, close your eyes, and re-energize. In fact, a good night's sleep will help banish those sugar cravings in particular. A study found that slightly sleep-deprived patients who got just 20 minutes of extra sleep ate an average of nearly 10 fewer grams of added sugar each day compared to those who didn't make any changes to their sleep schedules. Number 10. Make a fist. Weirdly, tightening your muscles could give your willpower a boost. In a review of studies, it was found that participants who clenched their fists, tightened their biceps or calf muscles, or stretched their fingers while making food choices picked healthier foods than those who didn't. The researchers say that firming your muscles while trying to exert self-control could strengthen your resolve. Number 11. Get enough sleep. The amount of sleep you get at night has a lot to do with your cravings. Health experts say that when a person gets too little sleep, their metabolism slows down to save energy. This triggers the release of the hormone cortisol, which in turn increases your appetite and food cravings. To prevent them, make sure to get between 7 and 9 hours of sleep each night. Number 12. Eat small, frequent meals. Cravings can be caused by drops in blood sugar levels. Recent studies have shown that the usual practice of eating 3 big meals a day is bound to create fluctuations in your sugar levels. The key to keeping your levels steady is to eat small, frequent meals. The conventional method of doing this type of eating plan is to have 3 meals a day, plus 2 or 3 snacks in between meals. It's best to eat more consistent amounts of food throughout the day. Number 13. Plan your meals. If possible, try to plan your meals for the day or upcoming week. By already knowing what you're going to eat, you eliminate the factor of spontaneity and uncertainty. When you don't have to think about what you eat at the following meal, you'll be less tempted and less likely to experience cravings. Number 14. Take spinach extract. Spinach extract is a new supplement on the market, made from spinach leaves. It helps to delay fat digestion, which increases the levels of hormones that reduce appetite and hunger. Studies show that taking 3 to 5 grams of this with a meal may reduce appetite and cravings for several hours. One study in overweight women showed that 5 grams of spinach per day reduced cravings for chocolate and high sugar foods by a whopping 85 to 95%. Number 15. Take a whiff of something else. Studies show that sniffing peppermint or jasmine extract dampens desire for chocolate and other high-calorie faves. When people want a particular food, they have vivid images of not only how delicious it looks, but also how good it smells. Inhaling an unrelated scent reduces the vividness and clarity of these imagined smells and reduces the craving for that food. Keep some jasmine or peppermint essential oil handy and indulge your nose when a temptation strikes. Number 16. Eat more protein. Eating more protein may reduce your appetite and keep you from overeating. It also helps you feel full and satisfied longer. One study of overweight teenage girls showed that eating a high-protein breakfast reduced cravings significantly. Another study in overweight men showed that increasing protein intake to 25% of calories reduced cravings by 60%. Additionally, the desire to snack at night was reduced by 50%. Eating protein every day can do your body a world of good. To find out the benefits, watch this video titled "Eating More Protein Would Do This to Your Body." Now back to ways to stop cravings. Number 17. Take a walk. A study found that a brisk 15-minute walk helped reduce women's chocolate cravings. It could be because exercise slashes tension, boredom, and fatigue that can lead to unhealthy food choices. Short bouts of physical activity throughout the day can help regulate mood and reduce focus on snacks. Number 18. Don't go to the supermarket hungry. Grocery stores are probably the worst places to be when you're hungry or have cravings. First, they give you easy access to pretty much any food you can think of. Second, supermarkets usually place the unhealthiest foods at eye level. The best way to prevent cravings from happening at the store is to shop when you've recently eaten. Never go to the supermarket hungry. How often do you crave unhealthy foods? Are you able to manage these cravings? Is it through healthy or unhealthy snacks? Let us know in the comment section below.
Enjoyed this video? Hit like, share, and subscribe to Bestie. Wait! What kind of bestie would we be if we didn't tell you about our other awesome videos? Go ahead, choose the left or right video and enjoy.